Some creatures never stop getting bigger, and the bigger that they get, the bigger their meals get. Something that's definitely true in the case of pythons. These things go around swallowing other giant predators like they were Tic Tacs, which is exactly what we're about to see today. Here's a gargantuan python that was seen consuming a crocodile nearly half its size. The python's muscular body was wrapped tightly around its helpless victim, squeezing with incredible force. Despite the alligator's struggles, it slowly succumbed to the python's suffocating grip. With its jaws stretching open to accommodate the massive prey, the greedy beast slowly pushed the dead crocodile's corpse towards its final, unpleasant resting place. Once the bloodthirsty snake was done swallowing its prey, it kinda resembled Jabba the Hutt. I wonder what it would be like being a creature that has crocodiles for lunch. Having had a meal not so long ago, you'd think this giant python would pass when it encountered a smaller crocodile that seemed to be injured, but that wasn't what happened at all. The greedy serpent was quick to attack the unfortunate crocodile, and it ended up killing and swallowing it whole as expected. I doubt that the big lizard would have been able to protect itself against the python even if it hadn't been injured, as the sheer size disparity between the two was just too much. The hungry snake did put the doomed crocodile out of its misery quickly, I guess, so that was nice. Florida's Everglades are full of Burmese pythons, and this soon-to-be-dead crocodile happened to cross paths with one of them. The vicious snake did what it does best, constricting its prey to try and suffocate it. The python's flexible jaw, capable of dislocating to accommodate prey much larger than its head, allowed it to swallow the crocodile little by little, but the stubborn creature was alive for most of it. The snake failed to suffocate the croc to death, and it was now trying to roll its way out of the giant predator's mouth. Sadly, that did not work, and just like every other crocodile we've seen so far, it ended up being swallowed whole by the greedy serpent. There wasn't much left to see of the poor crocodile that happened to cross paths with this gigantic monster. The deadly snake had already swallowed most of the crocodile when whoever filmed this started recording. The video ended abruptly too, but the crocodile had already gone missing inside the snake's stomach when it did, so we didn't miss a thing. It's absolutely amazing how long the crocodile stayed alive for, whipping its tail as violently as it could, while most of its body was buried deep inside the snake's stomach. Imagine being alive inside some other creature's stomach while it digests you. Could you think of anything more horrific than that? Right under the sun on a hot day somewhere in Africa, this albino python was lucky enough to stumble upon a relatively small crocodile. The ill-fated reptile was small enough to be an easy hunt, but big enough to satisfy the greedy snake's appetite, which was just perfect for the python. There wasn't much of a battle between the two. The python started swallowing the croc head first, and the crocodile was doing everything that it could, which wasn't much, to break free. It was obvious that the poor crocodile wasn't going to survive, and its struggling was only adding to its suffering. Somewhere in Australia, this 10-foot python was filmed forcing a giant crocodile down its throat after having killed it. The battle was a grueling one, lasting a full 5 hours between the two, but eventually, the python's superior strength prevailed. The unbelievably massive snake was able to kill the croc inside the water, but it dragged it outside to eat. The funny thing is that the python managed to consume the whole thing in a mere 15 minutes, which is a fraction of the time that it took to kill the predator. This crocodile made the fatal mistake of trying to fight the massive anaconda that tried to attack it, instead of trying to run away from it. The crocodile was foolish enough to think that it had a chance against the salivating predator, but before too long, The naive big lizard ended up getting squeezed to death inside the swamp's muddy waters. It wasn't even a competition between the two predators, and even though the crocodile did manage to bite the snake's mouth at the beginning of the fight, it forgot that the snake's main weapon was its ability to wrap itself around its opponents, a mistake that it paid with its life for. Quickly managing to bite the snake's head when it first attacked it, this crocodile got itself trapped in a deadlock with the giant serpent. The snake was still able to wrap itself around the crocodile's entire body, but the more it squeezed, the harder the crocodile stabbed its razor-sharp teeth into its face. The scene was something out of a movie, and it wasn't very clear how the fight was going to end. All that was clear was that neither of the two predators were going to be in the best shape after this, and both of them were probably going to die at some point as a result of their injuries. The way that these beasts are able to swallow animals so big is absolutely mind-boggling. But what's even more annoyingly impressive is how easy they make it look. Take a look at this python swallowing a crocodile that it had just killed. It kinda looks like the crocodile is the one that's trying to get there as fast as it could. A massive python with muscular coils wrapped tightly around a lifeless crocodile's corpse here. The terrifying crocodile was now reduced to stillness, losing both its pride and its life to the cold-blooded giant serpent. The absence of struggle tells us everything that we need to know about how vicious these snakes are, able to turn a predator such as a crocodile into such a passive victim surrendering to its fate. I don't think the crocodile even had time to fight back. The snake's attack was probably too brutal for the poor lizard to have time to react. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.